The interview with Harry Belafonte yesterday, which, of course, made big news when he said the president seemed to lack a moral compass. Is that true? Cornel, you didn't speak enough. Go ahead, my man.
Well, it depends on what issue it is, though. I think he has moral compass on certain issues, and I think he has just a spinelessness on others, so we have to help him.
Where's he spineless?
He's spineless in terms of this issue of poverty. He's the first president since 1948 that didn't mention the word poverty or poor in his State of the Union. I think something's wrong with that. I think poor people, I think you would agree, Brother Mike, they are precious, they are priceless, they have the same value that we do in the eyes of God. If you're a Christian like myself, and even if you're secular, you recognize they ought to have the same value as the rich or middle class or anybody else.
And they voted for Barack Obama.
And they voted for those who did vote. We know they don't have poor brothers and sisters of all colors don't have high voting rates, but those who did vote, the majority did vote for. But the majority of the country voted for Barack Obama. You know.
Well, yes, but if you look at the demographic breakdown, he did extremely well.
Oh, yes.
In certain quarters.
Because, the perception is, of course, and I think rightly so, that that most, though not all, but most Republicans are tied to big money, and most of the Democrats are tied to big money, but the Democrats engage in a language and a rhetoric that is more deeply resonates with poor and working people. Now, whether they execute is another issue. That's part of my critique of the system as a whole.
Has Barack Obama lost support amongst poor people in America?
I think he has, yeah.
Does that translate at the polls? Does he lose votes among
No,
poor?
I don't think it translates to the polls because the only alternative is worse. In the eyes of poor people, and rightly so.
So poor folks in America today have no alternative. It doesn't matter what Barack Obama does or doesn't do for them.
Well,
and he knows it.
What he does, and Tavis, jump on in now, brother. What he does is better than Republicans. It's just so radically inadequate. It's insufficient when it comes to the precious poor folk.
Is anybody better under Barack Obama?
Yeah, I think some investment bankers are much better.
Wall Street.
Got bailed out,